To us, India seems a colorful and exotic land. It is a land of beautiful, impressive temples, women clad in saris, and merchants selling their wares in the marketplace. India is also a place where men and women follow social patterns and cultures laid down centuries ago. The outlook on life here is quite different from that of the Western world. In India, we find a way of life which values spiritual attainment above all else. The ideas these people have about God, about life and death, about their fellow men, and what it is that makes a successful life, have been largely shaped by the Hindu religion. This religion had its origin in India. Today, the Hindu faith has some 300 million followers in India, and in neighboring Pakistan, Ceylon, and Burma, 15 million more. In Benares, the Hindu holy city, Hindus practice many religious rites. From the river landings, known as ghats, Hindus step down into the sacred waters of the Ganges, which they believe will wash away their sins. To these Hindus, the central idea of their religion is this: the spirit of Brahman, the all-pervading force of the universe, and Atman, the spiritual essence in man, are one. The supreme goal of the Hindu faith is eternal union of the individual spirit with the universal spirit. This faith can be traced back to 3000 BC, when Aryan tribes crossed the Hindu Kush mountains in the north and settled on the fertile plains of the Indus River and Ganges River. The Aryans, known today as Indo-Aryans, founded a new way of life, a life which was based on a collection of religious writings called the Vedas. The Vedas teach the worship of many gods. Gods such as Indra, god of storms and war, and Agni, god of fire. Today, Hindus worship an endless variety of gods which adorn their temples, and they believe that within each of these gods is some aspect of Brahman, the all-pervading spirit. Brahman cannot be defined, but is everywhere. Seeing Brahman in everything, the Hindus have a reverence for all natural things: earth and water, trees, flowers, animals and human beings. Almost everything Hindus do is related to the central idea of their religion: to seek eternal union with Brahman, the spirit of God. A majority of Hindus find that they can achieve this eternal union by worshiping one of the many gods in the Hindu pantheon. This approach to eternal union is known as bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga includes the worship of gods of the Hindu trinity, such as Brahma, the creator, Shiva, the destroyer, and Vishnu, the preserver. These Hindus are Vaishnavites, and the mark of the Vaishnavite sect is seen on this worshipper's forehead. So Hindus of many different sects believe that the worship of gods is one way of achieving eternal union. Other Hindus believe that they can achieve eternal union with the spirit of God by practicing jnana yoga, or the way to knowledge. They believe they can achieve this union through pure logic by studying Hindu scriptures. However, studying theological writings is not as vital to most Hindus as the religious insights they gain from everyday experiences. One common experience is the way of work, called karma yoga. It can also lead the Hindu towards eternal union. Karma yoga includes not only physical work, such as farming, but mental activity, such as practicing law. One of India's greatest followers of the way of work, karma yoga, was Mohandas K. Gandhi, a lawyer who became a spiritual and political leader of modern India. Still another group of Hindus practices asana yoga. It consists of learning a series of physical and mental exercises in order to achieve control of the mind and body. For devout Hindus, religion influences every phase of life, particularly relationships within the family unit. A lifelong concern with religion may culminate in one of the highest forms of devotion, becoming a sannyasin, or holy man. The holy man detaches himself from people and material things in the quest for eternal union with the Spirit of God. Another important aspect of Hinduism is the caste system. A caste is a social group or class. In India, caste is not based upon wealth, but upon mental and spiritual development. The highest caste are the highly cultured Brahmins, who are priests and teachers. Aristocrats and warriors make up the second caste. Next are the merchants and farmers, and there is a fourth caste, the Shudras, who perform menial tasks. Today, the caste system in India is weakening. Industrialization and city living are helping to break down caste differences, especially among the younger generation. Nevertheless, Hindus were able to accept the caste system for centuries because it is taught in the Upanishads, a collection of holy writings. The Upanishads also teach reincarnation and transmigration of souls. Reincarnation, rebirth into another existence, has helped Hindus accept their particular lot in life in the caste system. They believe that by living a good life, rebirth into higher human existence is possible. One goal of most Hindus before death is to travel to the holy city of Benares, where they bathe away their sins in the Ganges. On the river landings, or ghats, religious rites are part of the preparation of bodies for cremation. Devout Hindus hope that by reincarnation, they may be born into a better life in the next existence. Souls are not only incarnate in human form, but also in those of animals. So, Hindu tradition does not allow the taking of human or animal life. Devout Hindus who are vegetarians consider cows sacred. They allow them to wander on city streets and feed them as a religious act. Before this Hindu temple, a design is being traced in rice flour, which has been spread out as food for ants. Even the lowliest creatures are held sacred to the Hindus, who see God everywhere in nature. This, then, is the central idea of the Hindu religion, to attain eternal union with the all-pervading spirit of Brahman. Union with Brahman may be sought through a variety of disciplines called yogas. Bhakti yoga is the worship of the various gods in the Hindu pantheon. Karma yoga is the way of work. Jnana yoga is the way to knowledge. Asana yoga is a physical discipline of the body. And there are other mental and physical disciplines that may lead to eternal union. The Hindus also believe in reincarnation and hope that their spiritual destiny will be fulfilled, if not in this life, perhaps the next. Spiritual union with Brahman, the all-pervading God, is the religious goal of more than 300 million people living in the Hindu world.